my name is Monica. I'm from QooQee.com, and I'm here to talk about the container widget. So it's a widget that's really great for nesting content inside a container, and you can nest content of any size. So here I nested a bunch of paragraphs. And your containers can be any size as well. So I'm going to show you a few samples of it. You can also use the widget for nesting photos. So let's say that you have a really large photo that you want to feature on your page, but you don't want to necessarily take up all that space. You can use the container widget to create a smaller container, and then you can put your full-size image in there. And the widget has 3 different methods for moving around the containers. So in the previous example, it was a simple scroll, and this one is the panning scroll. And then this one features the grab and drag. So I created a header using the widget, and I nested all the different buttons. And one cool thing about the widget is that it's also fully responsive. So you can resize your container and your nested contents for each different breakpoint. If you want to use it on the mobile devices, it scrolls very smoothly. So here's what I'm going to go over in the demo. I'm going to show you how to create the simple scroll box with text. And then I'm going to show you how to turn the image into a panning scroll. So let's go ahead and do that. So here I have my page, and I already have my photo arranged on it. And here's the space where I want to have my text and the container. So let's grab the widget. So there's 2 main parts of the widget. There's the stuff, where you put all of your objects that you want nested. And then there's a container, where everything actually shows up. So the stuff is a container that we provide for you. It's a sample container, and it's not necessarily part of the widget. So if you want, you can get rid of it and you can use a text frame or another container. You have to just make sure that the graphic style name on the new container that you use is also applied to the container. And the container is the main part of the widget. So everything you put here is nested inside here. And you can place this anywhere on your page and it'll display whatever is in there. And there's a few different options for customization. You can choose how you move around the container. You can choose grab, pan, or simple scroll. You have the option of adding a scroll bar. You can add your own custom mouse cursors. And the cool thing about both of these is that you can resize both of them. They're both fully responsive, so you can have them different sizes on every breakpoint if you wanted to. So I'm going to delete these because we don't need them. And I'm going to put my container right here. I'm going to put my accordion container over here. So since I want both of these to expand to the full browser width, I'm going to select them and I'm going to go to resize responsive width. And since I want both of them showing always, I'm going to pin both of them. And since I want it to be the full browser height, I'm going to go to the library and I'm going to grab the responsive height widget. I'm going to select both objects, go to the hyperlink panel tooltips. I'm going to put RH100 for 100% height. Next, I'm going to get my text. So in order for our text to expand to the full width of our container, we have to make sure that our accordion container is at least the same size of our breakpoint. So our breakpoint is currently 960 pixels. So I'm going to change this to 960. I'm going to add a text frame to put all of our text. And I'm going to make sure it's left aligned. You want to make sure that your accordion is set to responsive width. And the same thing with your text frame. And then we're going to change our container to simple scroll. And let's go ahead and preview. So as you can see, here's our image and here's our text. And we can scroll in the container. Let's go ahead and turn our image into a panning image. So what we need to do is we first delete the image. We grab a new version of the widget. Delete this, arrange that, expand it. You have to pin it, responsive width, and 100% height. Since we have two versions of the widget, this one and this one, we have to make sure that we create a new graphic style. So select the accordion container and go to graphic styles. And we're going to select create a new style. And we're going to give it a new name. I'm going to put the style 2. And then we'll go to our container. We'll go to the options and then we'll update the name. Next, we need to add our image. And we're going to scale this up so that it's the full image size. And then we're going to go to the widget option panel. We're going to set it to panning. And then we're going to go ahead and add a custom cursor. So now when we preview, this is what we have. We can pan around the image and see all of the details. And we can also scroll through the text container on the side. It's also responsive and resizable. Well, that's all that I have for you. If you have any questions, you can always check out the documentation or leave a comment below. As always, thank you for watching.